Joe Leigh here for Seconds Out with Midge, Sam Noakes, here at Louis Lynn versus Amin Jahamzeb, the first prospect show that Frank Warren's putting on. You should be out here tonight, Sam.
Oh no, I had a bit of a busy summer, so I didn't mind having the time off, to be honest, but I'll be back out sooner rather than later, hopefully.
Well, what's been going on with you then? Obviously, you've had a few fights now, knocking people out, big support. Kind of what's the latest with you?
Nothing much really, mate. I'm just ticking over. Like we had a wedding in Greece back in July, which was nice to have a bit of time with the family. Back in the gym now, just ticking over. I've got a marathon Sunday, as you said, and then I can start focusing back on my boxing.
Is that tan I can see from Greece, or maybe SUNBEDS instead?
Well, to be honest, I've been working this week up on the roofs, and it has been red hot, but it's a little bit of SUNBEDS as well.
I knew it. Now, talk to me about the marathons, because I think when we spoke before, we were talking about that, the one you did in lockdown where you were running like a 10K, and then you just thought, you know what?
Yeah, I was going to do 20 miles, but then the geezer I was running with, he was riding on his bike next to me. He was like my water boy, yeah, and his girlfriend said, you might as well do 26 miles. And I thought, it's only another 6 on what I wanted to do anyway, so I just got through it.
Fair play. What's the, have you got a fight date pending?
I think it's early November, but obviously nothing's confirmed till it's confirmed anyway, so, but that's sort of what I'm working towards.
Is it frustrating kind of being this early on in your amateur career and not getting loads of fights? Obviously, it's a different age we live in, but say like, I'm talking a long time back, like 50 years ago, you probably would be like 15-0 right now.
Yeah, I know. It's like, obviously being active is what you want, really, but I mean, I've been lucky the most. I mean, I had 2 fights in 2 weeks, do you know what I mean? You don't really hear about that happening a lot, but I think it is a lot more demanding rather than the amateur circuit, you know what I mean? You're only doing 3 rounds, but you can do that week in, week out. I mean, the whole build-up, like, you got the day before weigh-in, and then obviously your nerves start fight week, and then, like, even when I've done, like, first-round stoppages, you get out and your body's just zapped. So it's nice to be active, but I think as you're easing into the program a bit more, the rounds go on, it's nice to have that little bit of downtime afterwards as well.
Okay, so talking of nerves, this is a 2-part question. Just quickly, how many times have you been a floater?
Twice.
That must be nerve-wracking because...
You know the worst bit, yeah, is you're gloved up, and obviously, like, I had it on my debut, yeah, so obviously you're drinking water, like, keep hydrated. And then obviously I kept needing the toilet, and obviously I got my gloves and that on. No, it was awkward, but I was lucky with that because I got on before the main event, and everything worked perfectly. But then I was a floater again on my 2nd or 3rd fight, I think, and I was after the main event. It was one of the behind closed doors show as well. But yeah, so obviously I got told, right, Sam, you're on next, and then obviously get warmed up. And then I said, no, you're not until last then. But you have to do, it's like doing your apprenticeship, innit? Do you know what I mean? You got to do it. It's just lucky to get out anyway, ain't you? So.
Yeah, and obviously with the big crowd, when you're back, I could imagine being like in the crowd, being like one of your mates. I know, as you say, you got big support. It must be more nerve-wracking for them as well, because they're like, when's Sam coming out, and they're seeing for when there's a gap in the car.
That's why my phone goes off, you know, because everyone always good luck for tomorrow, and then like, oh, what time are you on? And I'm thinking, oh, well, I don't know. That's the least I'm worrying about, but that's why I just leave my phone off. I let my brother and my mum and that deal with that.
How's everyone down at the gym?
Yeah, everyone's going. The gym's flying at the minute. I think obviously our dates are a little bit further in the future, so everyone's just ticking over nicely. Do you know what I mean? You're just enjoying it at the minute, so yeah, it's good.
Good sparring?
Oh, very good sparring. That's why I come today. I started Nathan Mizon, he's from another gym. Very good fighter, so I'd done a few rounds today and then come in here after a long week. Pretty tired, mate, to be honest.
So what are we thinking for the marathon? Have you got a time in mind?
Well, I've said under 3 hours. That's my main goal. I don't think, because I ain't really trained for it, to be honest. I've been a bit lazy, really. I keep saying, oh yeah, I will. And then obviously now it's Sunday, but probably under 3 hours is what I want to do. So I'll be happy with.
And you just told me before we started this, your 5K PB. I'm not a big runner myself. Obviously, you're an athlete. But just tell people your 5K PB. I think it's crazy.
15 and 8 seconds. My goal was I want to get under 15. And then once I've got under 15, I think I've completed that for me. Now I'm done with them then.
I don't even know what Mo Farah gets, but it can't be too far off that.
The world record's like 12:40 for the males. The women's is 14:10. So if you're getting anywhere near that, you're doing all right.
So, as we said, just get on the treadmill, click the button you need, and just do not stop. 15 straight.
Because I've done it with the boys. Like a few of them started running, and they're like yourself getting 25. So we kept getting them down there. Like all of us, like the 5 of us now, run under 20-minute 5Ks, which is a very good time, really. I mean, like, obviously I'm an athlete myself, but the other boys are just like your average Joe people, and they're all doing under 20s. Like my brother does a 17:26, I think, which is still a fairly good time.
I never said you could say my time, 25.
Yeah, no, 25. You just got to keep doing it. You'll get under it. It ain't that quick. I think what's under 20? You got to run at 15.1 kilometers per hour for the whole thing, and you've done it. That's it.
Well, I'll get back to you on that. Well, I'll leave you to it now. Obviously, you got the boxing on tonight, so this is probably going to go out maybe tomorrow. But for people, you could embarrass yourself because the fight's probably going to be over. Give us a quick prediction of the main event.
The main event, hopefully Louis Lin wins points. That's why, well, however he wins, but I'm backing Louis Lin today.
Brilliant. Appreciate your time. Thanks for that, Sam.